You might be tempted to explore Istanbul's landmarks on foot, a brilliant way to soak up its energy and culture firsthand. But, seeing as it's quite a sprawling city, you'll likely need a bit of help getting around. So, let's take a peek at how people got from A to B back in the days of ancient Constantinople. Means of transport in Istanbul. Amid the stunning historical monuments of the city, its mosques and palaces, we also find traces of a different kind of legacy, the transformation of Istanbul's transport system as it stepped into modernity. Istanbul Tunnel, the oldest underground funicular in continental Europe. In the heart of 19th century Beyoğlu, where horse-drawn carriages still jostled for space with pedestrians, Istanbul welcomed the tunnel. Inaugurated in 1875, it's the second oldest metro in the world, second only to London's. Linking the Karaköy quay with the hilltop of Beyoğlu, this underground funicular was built out of a need to ease the journey for merchants, diplomats, and locals faced with the district's steep incline. Just over 500 meters long, it may seem modest, but it's a true time capsule, a direct link between the Ottoman past and the cosmopolitan present of Istanbul. Bosphorus Ferry, connecting continents with poetry. Long before tunnels and bridges, there was only the sea. And to link the two sides of Istanbul, Europe and Asia, the Bosphorus had to be mastered. Ferries began operating more systematically in the 19th century, under Sultan Abdülmecid I, in response to urban growth and the growing need to connect the city's European and Asian districts. Today, ferries remain one of the most charming and affordable ways to get around Istanbul. These scenic journeys offer tourists a unique view of the city as mosaic, where mosques, palaces, and wooden houses parade along the shoreline. Nostalgic tram on Istiklal Caddesi, the Red Tram. Its original service began in 1914 but was discontinued as the city modernized. Then in 1990, it made a bold comeback, not as a practical necessity, but as a tribute to Istanbul's collective memory. Today, it stands as a romantic symbol of the city, a moving reminder that progress needn't erase the beauty of the past. Bosphorus Bridge. For centuries, crossing the Bosphorus required patience, boats, and a bit of faith in the tides. But in 1973, Istanbul reinvented itself with a bold move, the construction of the first bridge to unite two continents. The Bosphorus Bridge, now renamed 15 Temmuz Şehitler Köprüsü in honor of the victims of the 2016 coup attempt, was a response to growing urban demands and the need to connect a rapidly modernizing city. Spanning 1.5 kilometers, it forever changed the way people live, work and move through Istanbul. Marmara underwater connection between two worlds. But it was in the 21st century that Istanbul once again made history. With an ambitious project running beneath the Bosphorus, Marmara was born. Inaugurated in 2013, Marmara is more than a train, it's a symbol of tradition meeting cutting-edge technology. With 13.6 kilometers of tunnels, 1.4 kilometers of them undersea, it connects the European and Asian sides of the city in just 4 minutes. Engineered with Japanese earthquake-resistant technology, Marmara also stands as a beacon of resilience in one of the world's seismic regions. For tourists, it's both economical and convenient, a swift, comfortable and affordable way to travel from the historic center to the city's far side. Train to the airport. For decades, Ataturk International Airport was Istanbul's main gateway. Officially opened in 1953, it became a symbol of Turkey's growing aviation industry, handling millions of passengers every year. But as tourism and international air traffic grew exponentially, the space soon proved too small for the city's ambitions. In April 2019, Ataturk was officially closed to commercial flights, making way for the new Istanbul Airport, IST, a colossal structure in the Arnavutköy district, designed to become one of the world's largest air travel hubs. To link this new giant to the city center, the Halkalı Istanbul Airport Metro Line, M11, was introduced. The M11 is a fully automated, driverless train that connects Gaziantep station in central Istanbul to Halkalı. It is the second longest underground metro line in Europe, as the entire route runs beneath the surface. Traveling at around 120 km per hour, or 74.5 miles per hour, the M11 covers roughly 69 kilometers, linking various urban zones to the airport with speed, comfort, and an affordable price tag. Alongside the new Istanbul Airport, on the Asian side of the city, lies Sabiha Gökçen International Airport, which has been in operation since 2001. This airport primarily serves low-cost carriers and domestic routes, offering a strategic and efficient alternative for those staying or traveling around the Asian side of the metropolis. Its name pays tribute to Sabiha Gökçen, the world's first female fighter pilot. An adopted daughter of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, the founder of the Turkish Republic, her life stands as a symbol of modernization, pioneering spirit, and women's empowerment in the 20th century, values that still echo through the halls of this airport that connects people, stories, and destinations. Dolmuş, the Turkey's shared taxi on a budget. Dolmuş. The word literally means full in Turkish, and that's the rule, it only sets off once it's full. Think of it as a mix between a taxi and a minibus. It follows a fixed route, but with a bit of Turkish charm, you can hop off pretty much wherever you fancy. These shared rides popped up after World War II, when Istanbul's population started to boom. People needed a cheap, flexible way to move around, and voila, the dolmuş was born. Even today, they're still going strong, quick, cheap, and packed with character. Metrobus, the bus that skips traffic. Metrobus, it's the Istanbul's answer to endless traffic. Launched in 2007, this clever bus runs on its very own lane down the middle of a motorway. It flies past the cars stuck in jams and even crosses the Bosphorus, connecting Asia to Europe in record time. It's fast, it runs 24/7, and honestly, it feels like a metro, but with wheels. Metro. Down below, another city hums beneath the surface. It's Istanbul's metro system. Clean, modern, and ever-growing, the tunnel, running from Karaköy to Beyoğlu, has been in service since 1875, and it's still going today. As for the modern metro lines, they started popping up in the 90s, and they are now a lifeline for commuters, students, and tourists alike. Tramway. Istanbul's modern trams, like the T1 line, are slick, speedy, and hugely popular. They glide right past the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, making your daily commute feel like a sightseeing tour. Ride-hailing apps, the modern way to get around. And what about Uber? Well, yes, ride-hailing apps do exist in Istanbul, but it's a bit of a mixed bag. Apps like Uber, Careem, and the local favorite ByTaxi are available, but most of the time, you're not calling a private car, you're just ordering a regular yellow taxi through the app. Handy, but not always perfect. That said, using the apps can help avoid misunderstandings about routes or fares, especially if you're not fluent in Turkish. Taxis, scooters, and bikes. And of course, there are taxis, though they can be a bit hit or miss. Apps like ByTaxi and iTaxi help, but if you're a tourist, keep your eyes peeled for cheeky meters. Meanwhile, Istanbul's younger crowd is zipping about on e-scooters and bikes, especially in neighborhoods like Kadıköy and Beşiktaş. They're quick, eco-friendly, and brilliant for short trips along the waterfront. Whether by rail, by bridge, across the sea or through underwater tunnels, Istanbul moves, and moves those who come to explore it. Its transport systems are more than just urban solutions. They're living chapters of a city that never stops reinventing itself. Istanbul isn't just a city, it's a journey. A place where East meets West, and where every corner whispers stories from centuries gone by. In Istanbul, transport isn't just about getting from A to B, it's part of the city's soul. Whether you're squeezed into a dolmus or gliding across the Bosphorus on a ferry, you're not just commuting, you're living a story. So next time you're in Istanbul, don't rush. Take the tramway. Sip your tea on the ferry. Let the city carry you.